That's right. You two are probably wondering, why is it that on such a good day, when the market is doing so well, we get a bad news article? And that actually ruins it for us, because a lot of the times these bad news end up crushing the price. So you're thinking, what really is the reason behind it? Why is so much of this going on, especially at the start of a bull market? Who has something to gain from doing something like this? Well, in this video, I'm going to break it down for you. We're going to look at the different reasons why this could actually be happening. Stay tuned.
Okay, so let's find out the details and the correlation between bad news and price dumps. And it is really sad when this happens, especially when the market has been doing so well. Bitcoin's price has recovered very fast from the last dump that we had, and then you just have to get these bad news. And I'm more specifically referring to the recent news from India about a possible ban on cryptocurrencies, not to mention Russia too. And these kind of news normally have a short-term impact, but they could have a long-term impact too. It all depends, right? It all depends on the timing, it all depends on these sort of things. But I'm going to give you my personal opinion on why I think these two correlate and what is the reason behind them, really. Why do they really happen? So with the first option that I'm going to go through here, and that is manipulation by whales. So as you know, whales, they have a lot of money, they have a lot of power, and they have a lot of relationships higher up in the scale, right? When it comes to news media, when it comes to knowing the right people in the right places. And because they have so much money, they can manipulate the price too, right? Not only do they know these news before, and then they obviously prepare in order to dump the price, or they may get a notification, right? Not all the whales have relationships higher up, right? Not all the whales do. Some whales are just acting based on news. So they may get a notification and they may be like, oh, okay, this is pretty bad. I'm going to dump the price right now. The other whales are also going to dump the price, and then I'm going to buy back cheaper because I do believe in it long term, right? In the space in general. So manipulation by whales is very dangerous, and this does happen, and you can see this being reflected on the price sometimes when we get bad news. It tends to happen very quickly, not to mention the bots too. So when we say manipulation by whales, I could also be referring to the bots because there are whales that use bots with a lot of money. Obviously, they've been back tested and things like that, so they could also dump the price in an instant. And that is very scary when you think about it, but that does happen in the stock market too, not only in crypto. Now, point number 2, paid media to spread FUD. Well, I'm sure that you're aware of this situation, right? Because this situation has been happening for a very long time, and why would it be any different with crypto, right? We have to expect that. So media gets paid to spread FUD, and when they spread FUD, the price dumps because a lot of people just sell. And again, it might just be a whale that could be selling, right? It could be a whale that doesn't have all the information and they get scared and they sell. And again, I'm referring to kind of point number 1 here, where the whale doesn't know the right people in the right places. So because of that, they just act on news as soon as they hear them. So again, paid media is very common. This happens all the time. We're seeing all these different news media websites which are becoming quite big or have become big because of the bull run that happened in 2017. And anything that is posted on there is being acted upon in the market quite quickly, and hence why we see price dumps take place fairly rapidly, fairly quickly, straight after the news article is posted. And third, sometimes price is unaffected by the news, right? Well, in the case of these recent news that I've been mentioning with India and Russia, we didn't see a dump in price for the projects that belong to the Indian community, right? For example, WazirX and Matic. WazirX, which is the biggest Indian exchange for cryptocurrencies, and Matic, which are layer 2 on the Ethereum blockchain. They're also based in India, right? So they haven't dumped, right? In fact, the price only took a small dip together with Bitcoin on Saturday, because today when I'm doing the video, it's Sunday, 14th of June, 2020, but on Saturday, so on the 13th, it took a small dip and then it quickly recovered. And in fact, today the price has gone up. So it just shows you the price was unaffected by the news. So perhaps in this specific case, the whales or whoever's manipulating the price are waiting for 100% confirmation that there will be a ban on crypto in India. Considering what happened in March, right? Or not in March, I think it was in February. Considering what happened in February when the Royal Bank of India allowed cryptocurrency deposits for their users, right? So that has caused a massive price surge, a massive price pump in WazirX, which is the biggest cryptocurrency exchange, as I mentioned earlier. They do have a token. I have done a video on them too. So it's just something to keep an eye out when it comes to bad news about a specific country. You want to be taking a look at those specific projects. But again, it remained unaffected. So what does that tell you? Well, it does tell you that until they hear the official news, not even whales are willing to take advantage of the FUD to generate more income for themselves, right? They're not doing that. And it's interesting because I wonder if when we do get the bad news, how bad could it actually get, and will the whales prepare in advance? Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm really curious to get your opinion. Do you agree with these 3 points, and do you have other points that you want to add up that maybe I have missed? But again, this is my personal opinion. These are my personal points. So let me know what you think once again. If you enjoyed this video, please do hit the like button. I'd very much appreciate it. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.